The Vatican City diplomatic representative in South African nuncio Archbishop Henryk Jagodziński says he hoped that one day the Pope will visit South Africa. He was part of the historic celebrations at the Cathedral of Christ out at the King Central, Johannesburg. It also marked the 65th anniversary of the Cathedral's consecration as 30 years since the late Pope John Paul, who was the second who was the second visit back in 1995. Our news reporter Khayelihle Khumalo has more.
A very historic day here in central Johannesburg. It's all about celebration, and of course we know that this cathedral is one of the landmarks here in Johannesburg, and it's really towering here as a center of really just making sure that people are comforted in light of all the challenges facing South Africans, and so many people here. But joining us now is a representative of the Pope here in South Africa, the nuncio. So once again, thank you so much for your time. I suppose the very first question is, will Pope Leo ever come to South Africa?
Well, this was big joy for me to arrive in your beautiful country that I heard a lot about, and I am very pleased to discover the things that I couldn't find on the internet. For example, the so big diversity in citizens of South Africa, and deep faith which I find here. Even relatively young church, but already we have the blessed Benedict Daswa, who was a martyr for the faith, and he lived in our time. And especially this celebration that in Cathedral show from one hand the already own tradition of South African Church, but also the universality and connection with Church of Rome. What was the expression, the song in Latin, which is still official language of Catholic Church. And I was really honored to preside this Holy Mass and could say the homily to the people of God gathered in this celebration. In church we have continuation, and every Pope has own charism and bring also something new in the church. And in some time he continue the teaching and the pastoral care of the Catholic Church. Even that many people spoke about the revolutionary steps of Pope Francis, but when we are looking his doctrinal teaching, he didn't change in the Catechism of Catholic Church almost nothing. And what he done was emphasis certain aspect, and certainly I will speak about South Africa, especially about this great celebration, and also about the desire of people of God to have him here in your beautiful country. Because how you know better than me that South Africa is very important, not only for Africa but for the whole world. This is the country which is important of political point of view, economic point of view, and also for the global relation is very important. And this, for the moment, how I said in the homily, the John Paul II was only one Pope, and I pray that will be not the last Pope who visits South Africa.
All right, Nuncio, thank you so much indeed. Certainly not. Of course, really talking about the very much talked about the issue, whether will Pope Leo ever come down to South Africa? That's a very burning question here. There is so much desire for him to come through to South Africa. Khayelihle Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.